Arun Sundararajan, The Sharing Economy, The End of Employment and the Rise of Crowd-Based Capitalism, MIT Press. Dive into the fascinating world of the sharing economy, an economic system revolutionizing the way we view transactions and employment. In The Sharing Economy, The End of Employment and the Rise of Crowd-Based Capitalism, author Arun Sundararajan sheds light on the key features that set sharing economy companies apart from traditional firms. Explore disruptive companies like Airbnb, Uber, and Lyft and the way they have made use of underutilized assets and decentralized networks. Discover the intricate balance between market-based and gift-based exchanges in the sharing economy, and the potential for this new system to democratize access to higher living standards.
The emergence of crowd-based capitalism. The sharing economy is a relatively new concept that harnesses the power of digital technology to enable individuals to sell their unused time, skills, and assets. This economy is characterized by the dominance of market-based peer-to-peer transactions, a focus on underutilized labor and assets, decentralized networks, the combination of personal and professional abilities, and the use of contractual labor. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, self-employed workers comprised almost half the U.S. labor force, and the sharing economy has revived this trend. With the sharing economy, we see the emergence of a new form of capitalism, crowd-based capitalism. Inside the Airbnb phenomenon. Airbnb, the leading online platform for short-term apartment rentals, was co-founded by CEO Brian Chesky and his roommate during an international design event. The company offers travelers the opportunity to rent unoccupied sleeping quarters from locals and has become one of the most successful and disruptive companies in the sharing economy. Airbnb, along with other peer-to-peer platforms, relies on reviews and ratings to establish reputational profiles for both hosts and guests, and as a result, the sharing economy has the potential to address some of the economic disparities in today's society. The sharing economy. The sharing economy has sparked a new, on-demand workforce that connects drivers with passengers through ride-sharing services like Lyft and Uber. While these services originated as intercity ride-sharing, they have since pivoted to an on-demand model. BlaBlaCar, based in Paris, currently dominates the intercity ride-sharing market. The sharing economy lies on a continuum between gift and market economies, with some believing that profit drives the industry while others believe it is more of a gift economy. Nevertheless, most transactions mix market and gift-based exchanges. Finally, while platforms like eBay can be used from anywhere, Uber's success relies on the local, demand-side economies of scale which allow it to operate. The sharing economy's gift economy. Yochai Benkler argues that social relationships drive the sharing economy, and gift economies, like couch surfing, are not bartering systems. The platform operates more as a social network than an accommodation market, allowing verified members to host and sleep on each other's couches without payment or tracking. This represents a new economic model that combines older models marginalized under capitalism, signaling a shift from market-based to socially based transactions. The evolution of social funding. Kickstarter, Kiva, and AngelList as social funding platforms that shift the economy towards gift and market-based models. Discover 3 platforms influencing the economy: Kickstarter, Kiva, and AngelList. From 2009 to 2015, Kickstarter raised almost $2 billion from almost 9 million backers, allowing them to fund new projects. Kiva works similarly to Kickstarter but drives lenders towards entrepreneurs needing microloans. Lenders don't only focus on the financial details of these ventures, but their life stories as well. AngelList follows a market-based approach where it helps investors to purchase stock from new businesses requiring capital. These funding platforms' gift and market-based approaches prove to be driving forces in shifting the economy. Understanding Bitcoin and smart contracts. Bitcoin is a digital currency purchased with traditional currency and is tracked on a decentralized, public ledger called the blockchain. Each account has a private and public key to facilitate secure transactions. The blockchain ensures the authenticity of transactions, and smart contracts provide added security by only executing payment when suppliers meet their obligations. Bitcoin's rise has brought up regulatory challenges for sharing economy platforms around the world. Capitalism, Inequality, and the Sharing Economy. Thomas Piketty's Capitalism in the 21st Century discusses how the disparity between the rate of economic growth and the rates of return on capital causes economic inequality. The sharing economy exacerbates this problem because it allows those who own capital to earn higher rates of return. However, despite this issue, the peer-to-peer rental market has immense potential for democratizing access to better standards of living. Renting infrequently used but high-value products is more feasible, and lower-income individuals tend to value extra rental income more than wealthy property owners. Regulations versus sharing economy. Municipal governments struggle with enforcing regulations on peer-to-peer sharing economies such as Airbnb and Uber. While cities demand compliance with taxi licensing laws, others are using laws originally designed to govern large companies to enforce compliance on individual providers. The legality of defining employment in the sharing economy may apply in limited ways, as demonstrated by the 2015 California Labor Commissioner case ruling an Uber driver was entitled to business expense reimbursements. Questions arise over the fairness of using regulations designed for large companies against shared economy providers. Reinventing the market. Governments enforce market regulations to prevent market failures. However, the sharing economy proposes that peer-to-peer platforms can avert market failure. By eliminating information asymmetry, online reviews of providers bridge the information gap. For instance, Lyft conducts criminal background checks and assesses personal driving history, while Airbnb employs 50 safety personnel out of their 300 customer service employees. Regulations versus virtual clues. Digital technology and the sharing economy challenge traditional regulation methods. Companies in the sharing economy have the potential to self-regulate using virtual clues to gain trust. However, establishing an effective regulatory framework is difficult as it is not aligned with the interests of peer-to-peer platforms. Digitally powered companies have the technical capability to deter discrimination, but regulations are needed to address issues that cannot be self-regulated. The sharing economy is a return to a consensus-based model, but it requires careful management to address societal concerns. The future of work. The sharing economy is revolutionizing the nature of work, with digital platforms connecting people with a freelancing mindset to perform tasks on demand. While some services require location, like plumbing, technological skills such as website design and copy editing can come from anywhere. This new economy values generalists over specialists, allowing individuals to monetize their unique skills and interests. As the workforce continues to evolve, questions arise about the measurement of employment. Will flexible, fluid work lead to entrepreneurship or disenfranchisement for on-demand workers? Only the choices of society in the next decade will tell.
The sharing economy exemplifies a major shift in the way we perceive economic transactions, employment, and the utilization of assets. As Arun Sundararajan illustrates in his insightful book, the sharing economy has the potential to address economic disparities and create new avenues for earning a livelihood. However, the future of this groundbreaking economic model depends on finding the right balance between market-driven and gift-driven exchanges, as well as appropriate regulatory frameworks. As we move forward, the choices and decisions we make over the next decade will shape the possibilities for countless independent workers, businesses, and consumers in the rapidly evolving landscape of crowd-based capitalism.